Yes, about 30. And in Slovenia? Andrew.
Yes, yes. He said that would be a good place. Eastern Europe for Christ, which is a lovely title, is an organization that started way back in the early 80s when pastors from Scotland, and especially a man called Bill Scott, wanted to support the church behind the Iron Curtain, as it was then. This work has continued after the fall of communism, and more especially now with the support work we do with camps. And we have 5 camps that we support, 2 in Hungary, 2 in Romania, and 1 in Ukraine.
I heard about this camp from one of my friends, and we came together with my sister. At the first time I was surprised because of the area and the people who were very kind and very friendly, and everybody knew everybody, and I got so much love that I couldn't felfogni, I couldn't realize it.
I heard about this camp from my brother, my older brother. He was here last year, and he told me that it was great and that it is worth it to come here. The Scots are very interesting. They like to hear what we have to say. They correct us if our English is incorrect. They like to laugh a lot. They can play football very good. They beat us.
And they can give me strength in those questions which I can't understand yet, and their life is an example for me. How they live, how they gone through hard times in their life.
They can help us to meet Jesus because they hold worship evenings, and they teach us English, of course. And I love very much afternoons the Bible study, because this time we can study English and we can study about the Bible and about Jesus.
We can speak English and learn English more intensively than the school, and a lot of fun.
I like that I speak in English. About God.
Immediately after the changes in 1990, our Scottish brother came and proposed to have an English Bible camp, and we have since then, in this year already, the 14 times these camps. It was a great help to us to buy a second part of this campsite. So in this moment we own about 3.5 hectares. In 2002 we had a big problem because of the health standards became very strictly, and we have to cancel all our camps. But our brothers from EEFC came again to help us. they organized a collection by Instructor magazine from Scotland, and with this help we could start to build a new kitchen with all stores and toilets and premises, and a dining room, and in the upstairs of the kitchen will be accommodation place for about 30 people.
It's really fantastic to see the Scottish people coming and the Brit team coming from such a long distance to this kind of camp, where we know that the circumstances are not the most luxurious, and we have to bath in the river and so on. I can really get strengthened by their faith and by their obedience in serving God.
Who have you just killed?
De hogyha megölnéd ezt a gyereket, mit gondolsz, kit ölnél meg?
Beethoven.
Beethoven.
He was the fifth child.
Ő volt az 5. gyerek. Ez egy igaz történet.
We joke and we understand each other from half words, and also our mail is much better. At first there were some misunderstandings. I can see that they have a very great effect on the campers, because they are something new for the campers, another culture in which they instantly get interested, and also because of the language.
What we try to do is that we come a day earlier to camp, so the leaders, we try to spend a day together, getting to know each other and doing some preparation and praying, so that we get to know each other, and then all this is easier.
This is my 9th time here in Mahanim. I love coming here. Many campers or many leaders have fears before they come here. Fears about language barrier, fears about will they be able to teach English classes, and they're concerned about these things. So one way we help prepare other British leaders is just by talking to them, sharing our own experiences, telling them about how most people here can speak English fairly well. There are many people who speak good conversational English. The language barrier is not so bad at all. But important is the training day, which we have in May in the centre of Scotland, and all the leaders who are coming here go to the training day, and we go through what happens in a camp normally.
Because I knew Johnny and Sarah, I asked them all my silly questions, but I found out at the training day about English and things. And I was a bit worried about teaching English, because I'd never done anything like that before. But I was paired with Davey, who's done it lots of times before, and our class are really friendly, and it's really good fun, and it's not a problem at all. And we just have fun, and we teach them songs or poems or games. It's really easy. It's not bad at all.
The English teaching, it's informal and relaxed. It's not like in a school. There's no problems with things like discipline. It's great to be able to just tell the campers about Jesus. We spend a lot of time in worship, and you realise that God is the same in Scotland, in England, in Romania, and He's a good God.
I find in these camps there is a much more working together amongst the young people, and they seem to willingly do their jobs. I don't know if that's true. And also they don't waste any food, which is in the British camps, I'm afraid. They complain and waste lots of food, but otherwise very much the same.
I prefer this type of experience rather than going to the Mediterranean to lie in the sun. I would not really like that at all. This is fulfilling, there are objectives to be met, and it's great to meet people in travelling, to meet other people and to tell people about Jesus. That's the most important thing.
It's hard to say. Anything you do in Christian work is a life of faith, and you cannot predict or guarantee that what you see is what is actually happening. And God sometimes takes years to work. This happened with one or two down in Hod. A girl was probably converted last summer at the camp. So we don't really know, but the fact that folks are staying in the church and are finding help in the Christian teaching, as well as in the English here, would seem to indicate that something valuable is going on. We live by faith, not by sight.
Egy egy kihelyés, nincs levegőm.